Hello, everybody. Hello. Listen, I am so excited to have you guys here. My name is Taria Vision Avant, darling, and we are here with another edition of Wealthy Wednesday. And look, I am so excited and thrilled to have you guys here on this edition. Let me tell you something. Every single week, what we do is we want to make sure that we have a collection, darling, of men and women who have written books designed to impact the world. See, they are impacting the world with their words. And so every Wednesday, we highlight some of our most incredible Book Profits Club members who've joined us in this journey of being able to take their books to the next level. And so today we have another incredible guest that we're going to be bringing to you guys. But listen, what I'm going to do real quick is before we actually get started, go ahead and type in the chat. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me loud and clear. Put your city and state in the chat. Let us know that you can hear us. Alexandria Cunningham, what's going on, my love? And also make sure that you guys leave us a thumbs up, okay? Leave us a thumbs up here on this channel, as well as subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications, okay? But before I bring on our first guest, let me go ahead and pull up a quick commercial, y'all, and then we're gonna get back into it, all right? So y'all stay tuned, type where you're from in the chat, and we'll be right back. Hello, authors. Listen really quick. This is a quick commercial, darling. Listen, if you are an author and you're trying to leverage your book so that you can grow your speaking, coaching, or network marketing business, I have a free training for you. Every Thursday, we have our Book Profits session that you can plug into. This is a free session where I'm literally showing you guys, and I'm live, how to be able to turn your book into at least 3 streams of income. My goal is to show 1,000 authors who want to generate at least $10,000 a month. Some want to do a day, some want to do a week, but at least $10,000 a month, how to be able to work 2 to 4 hours a day and make that happen. But you got to join the session so I can show you our system. Okay, so go to bookprofitssession.com. The worst that can happen is if you don't like it, you got a free training. So register and I will see you guys there. Bye. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. We got live commercials here. And listen, what I'm going to tell you guys is every Wednesday, we're going to start having some amazing people that you guys are going to meet. We have our Author All-Stars magazine that we currently have about 31 of our 50 people who are going to be in the second edition. And so we've got some major announcements that are coming up, but you're going to get a chance to meet some of these amazing people here on Wealthy Wednesday. And so I'm excited about that. But listen, without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you to the young lady who we're bringing on. Is that cool? Oh, and shout out, I see you, Robert, there. Robert Emmanuel Holiday. Everybody, make sure we have a lot of people that are going to be watching this. Go ahead and let us know where you're chiming in from in the chat, because you just never know. You might connect with someone. But let me bring up who we got on today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you Inga Nicole. She is an accomplished author, international and inspirational speaker, and small business strategist. She has won numerous awards and accolades for her contributions to the field of personal development and entrepreneurship. Her mission is to empower women who have been impacted by domestic violence and sexual trauma by teaching them to break free from toxic mindsets to live lives full with abundance and financial freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a tax accountant, entrepreneur, real estate investor with a multi-million-dollar profile. Okay, let me tell you something. She's getting the money. Inga is passionate about sharing the manifestation of personal development techniques that have helped her achieve her own goals after a devastating relationship dealing with abuse and setbacks. Now she's in a better place, y'all. I can tell y'all that she done got it all back. With her guidance, women over 35 and even men can learn to overcome their challenges and go after their biggest dreams. The most powerful transformation any woman or even man can have is renewing their mindset from the trauma of an abusive past to the freedom of a rich, abundant life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your time to wake the F up. Let's give it up for Inga. Wake up. Well, listen, Inga, it's so nice to have you here. We're so thrilled and so grateful. Do me a favor. I know that was your introduction of, your your what do we call it, your professional intro, right? But if you could tell us a little bit more about how, looks like we lost Inga. Okay, there she is. Tell us a little bit more about how it is that you got here today. I mean, you're an author, you're now an entrepreneur, you're showing women, like you said, how to wake the F up. So tell us a little bit that we didn't say in the proper
Listen, you
introduction.
said so much. I was like, where is she? I want to know her. Hey, girl. I was proud of her. And listen, guys, like she said, my name is Inga Nicole. I'm from Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania, AKA, if you don't know, that's Philly. So I have to take you from like, where are you from? I'm from Philly, but Sharon Hill is the county, girl. But listen, I am so excited, first of all, to be here to share with you. Wake the F up is a big deal to me. It's how I literally transformed my life. I remember talking to one of my girlfriends and saying, I don't even know what to call this next book. And she said to me, well, you should just call it what you say to me all the time. You better wake your ass up. But I couldn't say that. So we went with the F. But I'm a girl, honestly, that is like so many of you. I was in abusive relationships, but mine is a little different. I was in an abusive relationship for over 20 years. Started with childhood trauma on into adulthood. I didn't know how to break that cycle. Some terrible things began to happen in my life. I couldn't ever figure out a way to change my life. Long story short, situation after situation actually wind up leading me to federal prison. And in federal prison, I started to change my life. It was my clean break. Some people would say, oh my God, your life is over, you're in prison. Oh no. I was like, thank you for this break. It is on now. They done messed up. They should have never locked me up. And so prison literally is where my life finally began to change because I had a moment to myself. But my background being an accountant, a single mom, a business owner, I specialize in Airbnb now. We have a company called the Toe Zone that's with me, and we're going to call him Boo Bear. We specialize in junk cars, catalytic converters. I'm a hustler, and I believe in multiple streams of income. Just because I'm doing it or getting money from it doesn't mean I have to do everything or that I have to physically work it, but we're going to get this bag. That's what we do. And so that is literally me in a nutshell.
I love it. We gonna get this bag. I mean, honestly, when you come from a space where you've just literally, you get out and now you have to figure out how to survive. That's what's in you, and you've got that hustle in you. And so I love now though that you're taking what it is that you have learned and been able to really achieve success in. So one thing about Inga, y'all, she ain't out here just telling you what she heard. She's telling you what she know, right? Tell us though, because we're talking about waking the F up. Okay, so of course, F for many of us, we've already assumed or thought of what the F stands for. But what I love so much about what you do is you've actually transformed the way that we even see what wake the F up means. So tell us, what does the F stand for?
Listen, the F is for your faith, your family, your finance. We're going to talk about the money. It's for your fabulousness, your fearlessness, your ferociousness. It's for every F that you could think of that you can transform. But the F truly started off, and I apologize if I offend anybody, but it was the F that is getting done. And that is where the F originally came from. But when you put and couple all the other F's together, it's a powerful thing. It's powerful to wake up your freedom, to wake up your faith, to wake up your fabulousness, your ferociousness, your fearlessness, you're going to go get it. This is what the F is for. And when I say it's revolutionary, absolutely revolutionary.
Absolutely. And look, don't never apologize. Next time I want you to say the word, don't never apologize. Because sometimes we need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do have to be thrown off, because I ain't gonna lie, in my community, when I was coming up, my mom and my dad, they used the F-bomb left and right. That was just something that was normal to us. And so a lot of us, that's what we can relate to most. And I think that's very important. Now, let me tell you this, so you told us your truth about unfortunately getting into a situation where you had to take some time in prison, right? You call it your what? What is it called? My what break?
That was my mental break.
Your mental break. Well, that's important because that actually leads me to the next question. Because one of the things you talk about is getting out of those toxic relationships. But I think a lot of times what attaches us to a toxic relationship is the toxic thinking. So talk to us about, how does the toxic thoughts that we deal with, how does that affect our lives? And how had you even seen it affect your life?
You're gonna need it. You guys are gonna need a pencil. Grab a notebook. Wait, matter of
Grab
fact,
something, y'all.
I brought a prop for this part. You need this notebook. Did you realize I said this is a thought from the National Geographic Science Center? It's a statistic. There are 70,000 thoughts. Our brain has 12,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. 12,000 to 70,000 a day. 85% of those thoughts are negative, and 95% of those thoughts are repetitive. So can you imagine? You can think about yourself right now. You can say, self, what you thinking? I've been thinking. Your thoughts are repetitive, they're negative, they're never ending, and you're literally having a mental head box all day long with yourself. And so if it is not the world that's putting toxic mindset into you, it's you doing it to you, holding on to the things that you hear, the things that you see. And here's the thing, even if you don't say the words, because I'm a believer that what you say, what you speak, so are you. The things that you feel, so are you. You don't even have to say the word. You can think a thought. I'm not going to say nothing. You'll say to yourself, I'm not going to say anything. But that thought will transcend through your body, your mind, your spirit, your attitude, and transform your life into something that you thought that you were over or that you thought you could get through. But again, it's a thought that is changing your life. Wait a minute, new word, it's literally effing you up. And so this is why the thought process is truly important to me.
Man, that was so good. First of all, you said 85% of the thoughts that we have are negative, and
Negative.
95% of the thoughts are repeated. So that's crazy because that means
Absolutely.
that majority of our thoughts are negative that we repeat over and over and over and over again. So, wow. So this is really, really good. So let me tell you this, because I am around a lot of different people, and I'm really grateful that God has, been able to put me in spaces with amazing friends, amazing family, amazing Book Prophets Club family. And one of the things, though, I have come to learn, though, is that, who you surround yourself with can also kind of affect the way that you think. Now, I've got friends and I've got family that sometimes don't even realize that they are negative, or maybe that the way that they think needs to be reset. And
Right.
I've come to learn that I don't really, put that on anybody anymore. If somebody wants to be negative, I just cannot be around that space because I have so much that I'm trying to do, and vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Right.
when does a person really understand, or when they realize that they need a mental reset? Typically, how do you know that? Like, how do you know that this is the time without me having to
Mm-hmm.
say, friend, fam,
Yes.
you need a
Nobody wants
mental
to hear that.
reset, right? How does somebody
Right. Right.
realize it?
You can't tell a person. A person knows. I'm a Christian woman, and so I believe in God, the power of the word, and all of that. And you will hit a brick wall. Nobody has to tell you that you need a mental break or that you have to reset. You're going to know. And not only are you going to know, you have known for years, and we continue to deny it. We continue to act like we don't see it. You try to escape it. I feel like for women especially, there's something that I call the cry of surrender. And this cry is when you go in your house, you put on your facade, because I'm good at that. This is what I do, used to do. Put on this facade and you are the champion of the world. You got your superwoman cape on and you're out here kicking ass 24/7. But as soon as you get in the house and you shut that door and you strip it all off, your wig too, child, your wig is gone. You are in your home and you're laying down and you get that cry, that one single tear that comes down your face, that is a cry of surrender. And that cry tells you that it is time to wake the F up. And when you finally surrender to that cry, God can do his work. You can begin to do the work. You might not know where to go, what to do, or how to do, but it's going to come to you because your intuition always knows. The spirit in you always knows, regardless of your religion, regardless of your faith, regardless of who you are. When it is your time to reset, you've been new. And I said that with all due respect to the English language.
You been knew it. You been knew it.
You've been new.
Okay, absolutely, Inga. Listen, this is good. And first of all, let me just even tell you, because I've had those times too. When you have those, I call them the enough is enough moment when you just like, I have to give all to you, Lord. Like this, I need it. And so, and then he always deposits like it's not, listen, faith without works. You have to do the right work. You have to do the right work. Well, you know what? I want to throw this in real quick. So I was at church the other day, Inga, and you know how we always hear that the opposite of faith is fear. And they right. and the truth is that the pastor that was speaking, he said that's not the truth. We've been taught this all our time, the whole time. The opposite of faith is fear. The opposite of faith is doubt. But the truth is that the opposite of faith is clarity. Now let me explain what I mean. Because when you know exactly how things are going to happen, you know that if I go to work, if I work the job for 10 hours or whatever, 8 hours, I know exactly what I'm going to make. If I do this, I know exactly what's going to happen. And so for many of us, even getting into a new place in this world and having to operate in faith means that you don't have a clear vision of where you're going. So this shifts me into the next question that I want to ask, because right now, our country, our world is in a financial state of what I like to say emergency, right? They're stating that there's so many different things that are going to come up, but I'm a big believer that we should not listen to what the world says. We need to listen to what God says. And so, but when it comes to listening to what he says, let's talk about it. When we want to make more money, does really speaking money into our lives, does that really work? And on top of just speaking money into our lives, what are additional things that you believe that people need to do so that they can actually make this come into fruition?
I want you to say, talk good to me. Say it right now with me. Talk good to me. Say your name.
Good to me, Taria.
Talk to me, baby. Listen, this is important. The things that you say, we talked about those thoughts and those negative thoughts. So just as your mind is fighting you all day to be negative, you got to come back with it. What I had to do, and I'm going to answer that question, but what I had to do when I have those negative thoughts, I had to train myself, literally train myself. Inga, you're overweight. No, you're fine. Get yourself together with a solution. Train myself to do it. But when you think about the world right now and getting to the money, I love this song. I be getting to the money. Hey, everybody mad. I have to say that there's so much money in this world. I do not believe, and I've never believed. I don't care if I was making $1 million or no money at all. Because when I say I've been way up here and flat on my ass, I've been there. But every time I'm coming back swinging, coming back fighting, there's money out here. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're creative, your opportunity. Here's one thing that I didn't even say. I teach women who are business owners to boss up their bag in 30 days or less by waking the F up. And I literally have a strategy that I'm going to give to you tonight that you can use. And when I tell you, you will be up before the end of the month. See, I said 30 days or less, but before the end of the month, you're going to be throwing it up for you. And I'm going to show you how to do that. There's no reason that we should believe the thoughts that we have or the society tells us what we can't have. Because again, as a man speaketh, as a man thinketh, so is he. So here's how negative thoughts work to me. Whenever you say that you can, you will. Whenever you say that you won't, you won't. And I know that you've heard this before, but you literally have to fight yourself. I don't want you to abuse yourself, but you literally do have to stop in your tracks and manifest what you want. More money's coming to me easily and frequently. Here's a great thing. There was a house. I do real estate investing, and we saw a house. And I told this is literally recently, my unit number where I am is 2005. And the unit number that I wanted in a building that I've been having my eyes on for over 3 years, that they continue to deny me and not allow us in, and we don't get we don't get any love on any of the contracts. I told my boo bear, we get in that place. And when I got to the unit, the unit that I wanted, guess what? The number was 2005. I knew in that moment it's done. I believed it in my heart. I thought it in my mind. I spoke it out my mouth. I told my boo bear is my husband. I told my boo bear, that's us, that's ours. I went in my room and I wrote it on my board, a little whiteboard with an eraser, but we don't need no eraser. 2005, that's mine. I called my best friend. She's a lottery player. Play 2005. Don't ask me why, don't ask me. any reasons. I'll explain it later, but give me 2 weeks and 2005 is ours. All that to say, closing is the 15th of this month. I took my friend through there. She comes to me like 2005 because I believed it. I saw it and I did it. And see, get
Let's sit on that. I
action,
love it. Look, Inga, we're
get
gonna come.
done.
We're gonna
Don't
come right back to Inga in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up. 2005, 2805. Lord, I forgot to know that quick. But I just know it's a 2 and a 5 in there, honey. And she just made some amazing things coming to happen, speaking it into life. But look, we got quick commercial breaks. We'll be right back. We have Inga Nicole here, y'all, and she is lighting up these airwaves. Y'all, do me a favor, give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and also turn on those notifications, baby, okay? Well, let me go ahead and play some commercials. We'll be right back. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Taria Vision Avant, and we help speakers, coaches, and network marketers who are authors or future authors learn how to leverage their books to generate over $10,000 plus per month, week, or day. Listen, if you're an author and you want to be plugged into an amazing community, I want to highly recommend you go check out Author All Stars. And for those of you who host conferences, podcasts, things of that nature, and you're looking for some dope people to interview, authorallstars.com. If you also want to find out about our amazing annual magazine, authorallstars.com. Go head over to the website once we are done with this interview. Check it out. Trust me, there's a lot to do there. You can also see all of the replays from our Wealthy Wednesdays there as well. So head over to, you know it, authorallstars.com. We'll see you guys over there. Deuces.
Hi, what's going on? This is Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. I love helping Christian women get seen and get paid online. I want you to go and get your free gift. Yes, I said free, honey, but even though I said free, it's going to help you increase your income. And so go to workwithstevie.com. My name is spelled STEVII, increasing income. Okay, workwithstevie.com so that you can go ahead and get your free masterclass that's going to help you increase your visibility, credibility, and cash. Workwithstevie.com. Bye.
I love it. Well, listen, guys, we have more people that we're going to be bringing on here to Wealthy Wednesdays, so y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and bring back the lady of the hour, none other than Inga Nicole. Yes.
it was fun. I'm an
Hey, author
Y'all know that.
all-star. Hey. Well, honey, she's going to be picking up more awards at the Author All-Stars annual conference in Atlanta. Also, Inga, you're going to be one of our keynote speakers. And I mean, just the way that you're lighting it up today, honey, you're going to tear it up at the conference. And so I'm excited. Well, listen, hey, right? So I know that you're also an author. If you want to tell us about some of the books that you have been able to put out there, I would love to hear about them and how you're using them to impact the world with your words.
Yes. Listen, I tell you a quick story. I was a young girl. See, I'm going to tell y'all I was young, so y'all don't catch up to my age over here. But there was this movie. Has anybody ever seen a movie called Misery? I always tell this story when I'm telling about being an author. Back when I watched this movie with my sister, my auntie, and one of the characters was a famous author, and he got kidnapped, but he was on his way to his mountain house to write a book and to finish his last chapter and have a celebratory glass of champagne. And in that moment, a young girl was going to go to the water. I was going to write a book. I didn't know what it was about and have my last glass of champagne. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Speaking those words in manifestation. I found Taria, or the book Prophets Club, I want to tell you, gave me the courage to write a book. I started with a collaboration, and I have it right here. I Am Not My Invisible Abuse. This is a book of short stories, collaborations of women that have triumphed over some incredible treacheries in their life. But what's even more important about this book is when I finished it, I would pan if I could. I was living over the water, and I was able to toast my wine to finish my first book. So that was incredible to me. I use this book at women's conferences. I carry it with me everywhere I go to the airport. I learned, guys, in my book, Prophets Club, that when I'm talking on stage, I just kind of switch hands and fan the pages and use it for a fan, and they want it. I have another book, a couple of ebooks, and I have a book that I've been working on that is coming out for my birthday finally. If you've pre-ordered or you want to pre-order, you can. It's called Wake the F Up, and I'm actually going to read something from it at some point today. But Wake the F Up is that book. We're waking up. We're going from toxic to abundance in your mindset. And that's by that F word. That's what we're talking about right now. Guys, I'm a part of another amazing collaboration. He carried me through this storm. And this book is near and dear to my heart because I'm able to get with a few women, few strong, resilient women telling stories of faith, courage, and overcoming. It's absolutely incredible opportunity for us. And most of the women are from my hood. Philly, stand up. I love that. Guys, I have an ebook that's about to drop. Airbnb free. Come on now, talk to me. Airbnb free. Don't trick yourself. It's not about prison. I literally teach you in this ebook how to live for free by using Airbnb and shared space rentals. This is going to be a deal breaker. And then I have the income and expense, the ultimate income and expense tracker, which is another ebook to teach you how to count your money, because so many of us don't. And so this is what we're doing. I'm pressing on. I think I'm dropping a book a day around here, but it's going down. It's not going down, it's going up.
Up. It's going up. Amen. I love it. Well, yeah. Well, listen, you already gave us a little teaser and you said you was going to read it a little bit from your book, Wake the F Up. Go ahead. We want to hear it. We'd like to hear it.
Listen,
Here it go. All right.
I feel like the books are juicy, so I was like, I'm in between. So, guys, again, my Wake the F Up is on pre-order, but I printed you out a little sample. And so, based on what we're talking about, when we're talking about speaking into existence and using your words to make it work for you, every day can be a good day, but unfortunately for us, things happen. Or as my friends say, life be life, right? So, as life lives, I'll read you a quick little paragraph. Most of the time, this paragraph is called, "Oh no, I dropped the ball." Most of the time, we will drop the ball because we don't have a plan that makes sense. No shortcuts. I can assure you that I've done it, and shortcuts get you lost every single time, all right? No negative mindset. When you talk down to yourself listens. I say no negative mindset because you don't even have to say the words. Your words, your subconscious will pick up as you say, and your subconscious will say it as louder than you can. And here's what's funny. I'm reading from the book, but I'm doing a motivational speech at the same time. Churches, book, entrepreneurs, brunches, and ladies, I'm available. But anyways, as a matter of fact, our minds will continue to be on overload. With your mouth shut, your body responds as if it is a fact and will run harder than you ever could with that negative thought. So this is why we have to wake the F up.
I love it, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's give it up. That was so. Oh, this book is going to be juicy. Yes. Well, listen, you also gave us another little teaser. You said you was going to give us some tips on what we need to do so we can get ourselves right in less than 30 days. You said by the end of this month. So let's see, what are these tips, and break it on down for us. What you got?
Here's the thing. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I have a free gift for you. So you want to go to this free gift, and I'll give it to you right before we end because I don't want you to lose your attention span now and get on there trying to get the money and forget about what we're saying. But I have some free tips that I literally recorded for you. I made it fun, I made it easy, and I made it super doable. So challenge number 1, take these tips and do what I say. I'm going to show you how to have money for yourself. Are you a business owner? Here's my infomercial. Are you a business owner that's out here looking like you're blowing up a bag, but you are blowing a bag? You have a saggy bag. Your bag is not working for you at all. I am going to show you how to get your money together. Are you a business owner that truly has it going on, but you can use a creative strategy to boost up your income and pivot to the next opportunity that you see? See, your mind is ready, but your money is kind of struggulating. Struggulating money means that it's circulating. You're not broke, but it's not quite turning the corner. Are you a person that has a tremendous amount of money, like you bossed up and ready to go? I got an opportunity for you. But the free gift that I have for you today is something that will help you have money for yourself. Because a lot of business owners, including myself, we never pay ourselves. You letting that business work you, and you're not working the business. You're about to have money for yourself before the end of the month. You're going to have money to save. You're going to have money to invest. You're going to have money to pay your bills and understand how to do it with the free gift that I have for you. But don't you go nowhere. You got to wait till the end so you can get it. We about to boss this bag up in 30 days or less.
I love it. Let me tell you something about Inga. Inga don't got to get ready, honey. She stay ready. Okay, that was so good. I love it. Well, I definitely want to shout out everybody in the chat. I see we have Dr. Stevie here, Dr. Kamika, Crystal, Mance. We have Tilly's Talks. We have, let's see, who else? Robert Emmanuel Holiday. We have Alexandria Cunningham, and everybody that is here. We appreciate you guys for being in the chat, being with us live. Absolutely, darling. Well, listen, we're getting ready to wrap this up. I have two more questions. The first question is because we're here talking to everybody about waking the F up, and the F has so many different breakdowns of what F stands for. Of all the Fs, what is your favorite and why?
Wow, my favorite, I would tell a story. See, my flesh says that my favorite F is the money, the finance. But truly, I have two favorite Fs. My first favorite F is the faith, right? My faith means everything to me because without it, you know how people say I wasn't supposed to be here. I never thought that I wasn't supposed to be here. I always get up because I know God is not finished with me yet. He got a blessing with my name on it, and God has promises. So the F is my first because he says, eyes have not seen, nor has it entered into the hearts of man what God has in store for those that love him. And see, I close my eyes when I say that because I be like, damn. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that when I'm talking to God. I be like, damn, because I know what I see. I know what I see. I know what I could do. I know it's possible. I've done it before. I could do it again. And it gets even better and better. It gets greater later. Say it gets greater later. It gets greater later because of my faith. And when I think of that scripture, I promise you I get chills all over because God like this because you said greater. So I'm rocking out till the wheels fall off. So my faith is my first one. And my second favorite is fearlessness. See, because to do the things that you are supposed to do, see, I believe in, I don't do what I have to do. I do what I want to do. I live in my purpose now, and I had to learn it. And again, in my new book, you will learn this. I had to learn to live past what I had to do to get to the place to do exactly what I wanted to do. So I got to do what I ought to do. And don't make me write a book about what to do, but fearlessness. You got to be fearless and willing to run through the fire. I mean, fire. If you don't know, then you ignorance on fire. I learned that in network marketing. If you don't know, you don't know, but run. If you're not sure, you're not sure, but listen to your gut and allow that fearlessness. Just jump in the water. As soon as you jump in the water, everybody knows it's cold, but as soon as you get in, it's warm. You're going to be cool. Come on here, guys. The water is fine. So faith and fearlessness. When you put those two together, you are absolutely uneffing stoppable.
Yes. Come on, y'all better give it up for Inga.
Mama.
Hello. On her mama. Okay, on her mama. Let me tell you something. Girl, you got us so hype over here in this chat. Y'all, make sure everybody go over to the YouTube channel. Please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment. Okay, let Inga know that you was up here. Now, really quick, you said you got a gift for us, Inga. What is the gift that you have? And leave some last and parting words with us as well after you offer that gift.
Let me tell you. So my gift for you today, guys, is I want you to go to bossupyourbag.com. Bossupyourbag.com. And there you're going to find 5 strategies to having abundance in your life within 30 days or less. And see, if you listen, I promised you that you would have it before the month is over. So that's in 2 weeks. So 5 strategies in 2 weeks or less. But you have to listen. Bossupyourbag.com. The last thing I want to say to you is all of us have 24 hours in a day. And I'm not going to give you the same old spills that you hear. But why can't we do it? If you see a woman like me, and this is serious, I can't get no closer to the camera or you might see my lace, but let me tell you, I was child abuse, child neglect, child everything that carried on into my adulthood. I didn't know how to get out of abusive relationships because I didn't have self-worth. I had self-confidence sparingly. Self-esteem didn't even matter. I had no boundaries. So I was in a confused cycle of not knowing. But when my favorite F kicked in every single time, I never stopped asking. I never stopped searching. But I started to do two special things. I started to say no, not no just to myself, to others, but to myself. No, I had to sacrifice. I had to speak up. I had to set boundaries. I had to make sure that I protected myself. Not even just myself, but the little girl that was hurt, because I could have gone crazy. I could have taken my life. I could have hurt and cut myself. I could have done a million things that we do to ourselves when we have that self-inflicted punishment. But I decided that I would do it for me, because if I do it for me, you can do it for you. And if you do it for you, others can do it for them because they're watching you. I literally will take these words from Taria. You better not quit because they're watching you. They are watching you. The haters are watching. Your friends are watching. Your children are watching. God is watching. Your subconscious is watching. I have chills right now. You must do what is necessary to get to the next level. Everything in this world that you see is afforded to you as well. Don't tell yourself you can't. Don't tell yourself you don't deserve it. Tell yourself, F that on my mama. It is getting done, even for me, especially for me. And if you have that attitude and you go to bossupmybag.com and you follow just a little trick, because I only gave you a little tip of a taste. If you follow just a taste, I promise to pour more into you, because I got a whole lot of money in my head for you over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Inga Nicole. Y'all, I'm just getting so many just rave comments, amazing comments. She did an incredible job. Make sure y'all go check up her website or check out her website. Stay plugged into everything that Inga has. She will also, as I stated before, be one of our incredible keynote speakers at the Author All-Stars Conference coming up in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all, we're going to finish this off. We got one more commercial. We're going to play another commercial. We'll be right back, and we're going to close this show out.